Yeah, this is Point Black coming in on another hard hit, boom bip on them line ass lips. This is PBNN Point Black National News coming with the facts, the crackbacks, coming with the heat from the damn street, and coming with the flow straight out the barrio. This is how we do. You know what I'm saying? This is the late edition and the ghetto edition as well. So now we have to look at what was going on my other joint. Because like I said, sometimes my videos get scattered around. They like to do Point Black like that, but it's okay. Because one day you'll run across it and you begin to see what you need to know. Same as the General Sarah Sultan City, you get over to his Patreon account, you know what I'm saying, and get your learning on. You know, if you have to contribute, let's say $19. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so will I one day. But a lot of the knowledge that he's spreading is not saying that I knew it already, because I don't want to I want nobody saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm almost 60 years old, and there's a lot that I passed through. Second of all, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakinen, I knew from the Virgin Islands. He was there many times giving lectures and doing certain things, and I was around. Same with Dr. Simmons. Dr. Simmons came from Christiansted, St. Croix, Christiansted. My grandmother's house is in Christiansted. I grew up in Christiansted, and if Dr. Simmons is listening and still around, he'll understand what I mean. You remember the Golden Cow that used to be on the corner where everybody go get the ice cream, the seaboat, the airboat, what we used to call a seaplane. You know what I'm saying? It's just down the road where my aunt used to live, right down there. We used to play by the water and all of this. And then the third, second of all, my family owns a lot of land in St. Croix, and also, you know, restaurants and different things. And the children took it to another level now that the mother has rest herself. You know what I mean? Blessed be her name. You know what I'm saying? So, but you need to get over there, and with a little $19 that you pay the General Sarah said to get on his university and get all that fire and greatness that this man have put himself through, and he has even, you know what I'm saying, I think one time it was shown where he was christened or abducted into the Amun Ra of the fact of teaching his people and bringing that light, and made that promise. So has he delivered. So has he delivered. So for the little $19 that you pay, you're going to get, like he says, a treasure chest of knowledge that cannot be duplicated or changed in any way based on the truth, other than you advancing on the purpose of him giving you that full-fledged blast knowledge all the way down the line. Trust me, for that little $19, what you're going to get is 10 times more valuable, you see what I'm saying, than you could ever believe. Same goes for the Pharaoh. You got to get over there and check the Pharaoh out. Young Pharaoh, his predecessor, you know what I'm saying, the king to be, you know what I'm saying. You need to get over there and sometimes check out what he's saying based on his investigation of our system and our country as a whole. While you're rejecting the knowledge over the wrong against pulling down and washing out the right is not a good thing. So we must understand that what General Sarah said he is giving you in his Patreon account and his different websites with all that treasure chest of knowledge is what you need. Whether you're black, white, green, or purple. If your heart and your mind is where it's supposed to be on the scale, then you will get over there and put your contribution in and keep this brother going, him and the great young Pharaoh going. Please, get over there, all the righteous people, all the people who need to know what really went on, what's going on, how it came to be, yada, yada, yada. And the third, get over there and check out the Sarah Sultan Seti. You know what I'm saying? We call him the General. So whenever you hear me mention the General, I'm talking about Sarah Sultan Seti, the General. General Sarah Sultan Seti. You know what I'm saying? General First, General Sarah Sultan City, and Young Pharaoh. Get over there and check them brothers out, please. All you brothers who need to open up your mind, your body, and your blood, what they call the soul. We must now start to feed it. There is no reason for you to be a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Now, we were speaking on the fact of the different of the 10th Amendment that was going on my other video, my other joint, you know what I'm saying? And we was talking about how the 10th Amendment, how these demon Democrats for many years and even up to now have violated the people's rights. They have violated, they went right past Congress, the legislature, they go right past everybody and do what they want to do, running a renegade and chaos within our government and smiling back like Jones Free. Same as how Biden had that slick grin on his face when he knew they cheated the election and he was going to win anyway, which we already know. And he was sitting up there talking about mask, test it, mask, with his stupid ass finger looking, running up there, jogging like he going, oh yeah, I won, let me go up there and do the glory run to show the presidents they got some spunk. He need to get out our government, jump into his limousine, and beat it to some place we could never see you ever again. For what you have done to the people, I will not respect that in any shape or form. Any man that destroys the land in which he live on only to bring blood, chaos, and evilness must be removed from a free state government such as ours. Let's be honest. The people is the power. You know what I'm saying? As you saw, I read in my other joint, when you catch up to it, you know what I'm saying, on my other channel, you know what I'm saying, you will see how they have. Now we have Governor Kristi Noem is the president. If she's saying if the President Biden mandate vaccines such as vaccines, I guess she's saying this coming from the U.S. Today News. This is U.S. Today News coming from their point of view. You know what I'm saying? And some of mine, because I agree with it. Like I was saying, Governor Kristi Noem, she's saying if President Biden mandates the vaccines in South Dakota, we will see him in court. You know what I'm saying? The opposing views. I encourage Americans to get treated as I did, but the choice is theirs. That's a beautiful lady and a goddess of her own right. You know what I'm saying? Is the choice is theirs to make, which is true. We didn't understand where the forcing came in and violating the 10th Amendment based on the understanding of the power of the people. It was given in a sovereign right, but being living under their system, they want to control everything, so they call it human rights and different names such as that. You know what I'm saying? As she did. But the choice is yours to make, not the federal government to make for them. And that is true. And that should be the logo of her next campaign. You keep that governor in that seat. Let that white goddess do her thing. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no Gavin Newsom crazy behind in there. People like him, demon Democrats on the tape. You know what I'm saying? They getting filling their pockets while they come down and they do everything they tell them to do. Last week, President Biden claimed this is not about freedom or personal choice. Yes, it is, clown. Yes, it is. It is about personal choice, and it is about the 10th Amendment of the founding fathers that you claim to be so much in love with Mr. Biden. Now, it's not about, he's using wordplay. Listen to what he said. Last week, Joe Biden claims this is not about freedom. Where did freedom come in for a cure? You're supposed to be curing something, but you're talking about freedom. Okay, we see the Marxist Nazism you have in you. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's not about freedom, is what he's saying. This is not about freedom or personal choice. Yes, it is about personal choice. Again, you're supposed to be curing, not hurting. By driving people to something who are not safe, that is hurting the population. And the population should be standing up full pledge against it. Do not listen to the other people who saying this, that, and the third. Oh, my kid's going in, everybody's this and everybody's that. He should do this and he should follow Biden. They down with the bullshit by the millions. That's why he opened up the border so he can bring in millions of people to rally for him. That's the trick he's trying to play with that border thing, and he's not fooling me. You know what I'm saying? Now, personal choice. Regarding the COVID-19 treatment, you know what I'm saying? The value of personal responsibility. The value of personal responsibility is for the people to stand for themselves and make their own choice as a personal decision. Stop word playing, clown. You know what I mean? With personal responsibility, he's saying, in other words, he's saying the value of personal responsibility far outweighs government mandates, especially as we learn about COVID-19 certificate of vaccination identification. 19. The treatment and therapy treatment, you know what I'm saying, option is, I guess, whatever clown crap and wordplay he playing. And I'm not going to try to explain his not self. The Constitution grants public health authority to the state. Whoever be saying this, whatever, but let's just go back and see the government and the mandates, especially as we learn about COVID-19 and the treatment and the therapy treatment options, which is true. Sorry for disrespecting whoever was saying, they were saying. Because when you're reading, you don't know who's really saying it. When they're saying something, when they switch around, same as I do. But then they say that the Constitution grants the public health authority to the state. This is why he made sure all governors over the years stayed Democrat, and he tarnished and destroyed and corrupt the Republican Party. So every time an election come around, you would automatically be sick of the Republicans because of the sabotage, the garbage, and the different people that jump in parties, jumping party lines. One day they're Democrat, another day they're Democrat and Republican, another day they say, I'm done with that, I'm over here, I'm a Republican, but you still have a Democratic mind and also working for them, so we know where you're coming from. We got garbage. So they over this sabotaging the Republican Party to look like chump change, and they pushing you back over to the Democrat so you keep them in power all the way up to this grand plan of Marxism, Ku Klux Klan, racist, garbage, Neanderthal, cavemen, bull down there with Corvinus in them. You know what I'm saying? We will not be mandating COVID-19 treatment in South Dakota, according to the U.S. U.S. Today News. You know what I'm saying? In South Dakota. The Biden administration has no business forcing vaccination on American people through executive degrees or rules, which is 100% true. How else would you see that? So that means, in other words, because he stole the presidency, got in there, now everything is kosher. Okay, we be saying he's the president, whatever, Trump ain't around no more. And then you get in there, and the first thing you start doing is some corruptive garbage, going right past Congress, going right past everybody, doing what you want to do, like a loose cannon, and a retarded, bumphead, longhead looking fool, as we see. You know what I'm saying? And he gets up in there, and he starts doing all kinds of things. And then he goes through the fact of an executive order that brings down executive branches, such as the military, the FEMA, such as Homeland Defense, and all kinds of military might that he's using to executive degrees of rules. You see what I'm saying? That was set out by lawmakers who were elected by the people and the founding fathers to put protection from corrupt people like the demon Democrats from getting into government and trying to destroy the people based on a Luciferian, chaotic bullshit. Because they love chaos. And that's a fact. Coming in on part 2. Stay with me.